Have you ever smiled in public and cried in private? If yes, this message is for you. You are not alone, and it's not too late. In a world where life moves fast and expectations never stop piling up, many of us are silently drowning while appearing just fine on the outside. Depression isn't always loud. It doesn't always come with tears. Sometimes it's the numbness, the emptiness, the lack of feeling, the fading of hope. But today, we are not going to glorify pain. We're going to break it. We're going to speak life where silence has lived for too long. Here are 5 powerful, practical, and life-changing ways to keep yourself away from depression. These are not just tips, they are reminders. Truths that have the power to pull you out of the darkest tunnels and bring you back home to yourself. 1. Move your body even when your mind resists. When depression whispers lies, your body becomes the battlefield. You feel heavy, even getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. But here's the truth, your body holds the key to your emotional healing. Movement, even the smallest kind, can begin to shift the chemicals that depression thrives on. Start simple, no need for a gym membership or fancy routine. Stand up, stretch, walk, breathe, walk around your room for 5 minutes, sit in the sun for 10, touch grass, feel the earth beneath your feet. The goal isn't to transform your body overnight, it's to remind your mind that you're still alive, that you still have control, that you're not giving up. When you move your body, your brain responds. Endorphins are released, your body's natural feel-good chemicals, your blood flows more freely, your thoughts start to shift. What once felt like a frozen ocean begins to crack and melt. And over time, what started as a small walk around the house becomes a 30-minute nature stroll, a dance in your room to your favorite song, a light workout. And with that movement, your brain begins to light up again. It won't solve everything, but it starts the process. And sometimes the first step toward healing is standing up. Don't wait to feel better, to move. Move so you can feel better. 2, guard your mind like it's sacred ground, because it is. Your thoughts are powerful. They are the seeds that shape your mood, your beliefs, your identity. Depression often begins in the quietest corners of the mind, where unchallenged thoughts fester. I'm not good enough. I'm a burden. No one cares. These are not facts. They are lies disguised as truths. And when repeated daily, they become beliefs. Guarding your mind starts with awareness. What are you feeding your mind each day? What content are you consuming? Who are you listening to? What are you telling yourself? One of the most powerful things you can do is practice mind hygiene. That means limiting toxic input, whether it's negative news, toxic relationships, or your own inner critic. Depression loves repetition, especially when it's self-destructive. So challenge the voice that says you're not enough. Interrupt the thought that says it's all hopeless. Replace it with intention. Tell yourself, I am trying. I am healing. This moment does not define me. Even if you don't believe it at first, speak it anyway, because what you hear repeatedly, you start to believe. Create a mental sanctuary. Fill it with music that lifts you, books that soothe you, people who hear you, words that remind you who you are. You can't always control the first thought, but you can always choose the second one. The mind is sacred ground. Don't let untruths grow there. 3, connect with people. Even when you want to disappear, depression feeds on isolation. It convinces you that no one wants you, that your presence is a burden, that you're better off alone. But the truth is, you were not designed to do life in isolation. You are a human being wired for connection, love, belonging. Even when you don't feel like it, reach out. It doesn't have to be a long conversation. A single message, a voice note, a coffee invite. Ask someone how their day is going. Compliment a stranger. Start small but be consistent. Human interaction, even in small doses, is medicine. You don't need to pour out your soul every time you talk to someone. Just let yourself be seen. Even a smile exchanged at a store counter or a genuine conversation with a friend can anchor you, because connection reminds you that you exist, that you matter, that you're part of something larger. Also, don't be afraid to seek help. Real help. A therapist, a counselor, a coach. You don't have to be broken to ask for support. You just have to be human. And remember, people can't always read your silence. Sometimes you have to say the words, "I'm not okay." It's not weakness, it's strength. It's how healing begins. You don't have to fight alone. Let someone hold your hand while you rise. Or feed your soul with purpose, not perfection. Depression often grows in the soil of meaninglessness. When you don't know why you're waking up, even getting out of bed feels pointless. But when you have a reason, a purpose, everything changes. Don't chase perfection, chase purpose. That purpose doesn't have to be big. You don't have to change the world. You just have to do something that makes your soul feel alive. Mainly it's painting, writing, helping a friend, gardening, learning something new, volunteering, telling your story, smiling at a stranger. Your purpose is not some distant, complicated dream. Sometimes it's just about doing the next right thing with love. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive, even for a moment? Then do more of that. Feed your soul with small joys and meaningful moments. Life is not measured in trophies or achievements. It's measured in presence, in laughter, in love given and received. When you focus on progress instead of perfection, your life stops feeling like a test you're failing. It becomes a journey you're walking with grace, with strength, with honesty. Find what lights you up, then do it with your whole heart. Let that be your medicine. 5. Talk to yourself like someone you love deeply. If you listened to how you speak to yourself, would you call it love or abuse? The most constant relationship you'll ever have is with yourself. You are with you in every moment, every failure, every heartbreak, every high and low. And yet, too often, the inner dialogue is harsh, cruel, even destructive. You would never talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself. So why is it okay to treat yourself that way? Talk to yourself like someone you're responsible for loving. Be gentle, be firm when needed, be honest, but be kind. Say things like, "I'm doing the best I can, this pain is valid, but it doesn't own me. I don't have to earn rest. I forgive myself. I am worthy, even when I'm struggling." You don't have to feel it right away, but you do have to stop reinforcing hate. Every time you criticize yourself, your spirit shrinks. Every time you speak love over yourself, even in the darkest moments, your soul expands. Build a friendship with yourself. Sit in silence and breathe. Write a letter to your younger self. Look in the mirror and find one thing to admire. Let your self-talk become your source of strength, not shame. When your mind is your friend, depression loses one of its strongest weapons. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not lost. You are learning the way back to yourself. Depression is real, but so is hope. So is healing. So is your story. And your story is not over yet. If this touched your heart even a little, share it with someone who might need it. Subscribe. Tap the bell icon and join this community of fighters, dreamers, and healers. You are not alone. And you never have to be again.